Starches are often thought of as simple, safe staples, comforting, familiar, and easy to digest. But when they dominate the diet, especially in the form of processed, low-fiber foods, they can quietly erode gut health over time. While certain whole food starches like legumes and root vegetables can be beneficial when balanced with fiber and nutrients, the modern starch-heavy diet looks very different. Most of it comes from refined grains, white rice, instant noodles, breads, and ultra-processed snacks that offer minimal fiber and little resistance to digestion. Instead of nourishing the gut microbiome, these foods can destabilize it, feeding the wrong microbes, starving the right ones, and contributing to a wide array of gastrointestinal issues that range from mild discomfort to chronic dysfunction. One of the primary problems with low-fiber, high-starch diets is how they affect microbial balance in the intestines. The gut is home to trillions of bacteria that play essential roles in digestion, immune regulation, and even mental health. These microbes rely on fermentable fibers, prebiotics found in vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, to thrive and produce beneficial compounds like short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs. SCFAs, especially butyrate, are critical for reducing inflammation, maintaining the intestinal lining, and promoting overall digestive health. But diets rich in refined starches and poor in fiber provide little to no substrate for this fermentation process. Instead, they tend to promote the growth of more opportunistic bacteria, organisms that thrive on simple carbohydrates and sugar but offer little benefit in return. When these less favorable bacteria begin to dominate, symptoms like bloating, gas, and irregular bowel movements often become more frequent. This happens because excess fermentable starch in the small intestine can be rapidly broken down into gases like hydrogen and methane. This process, especially when it happens upstream in the digestive tract where it shouldn't, contributes to uncomfortable abdominal distension and a sensation of heaviness or sluggish digestion. Over time, this microbial imbalance, also known as dysbiosis, can weaken gut integrity and increase the likelihood of developing conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, food sensitivities, and even leaky gut, where the intestinal barrier becomes compromised and allows harmful particles to enter the bloodstream. Another concern is how high-starch diets affect fungal populations in the gut, particularly Candida albicans, a yeast that naturally exists in the digestive system but can become problematic when allowed to overgrow. Simple starches and sugars serve as easy fuel for Candida, and when consumed in abundance, they may encourage this yeast to proliferate beyond normal levels. This overgrowth can manifest as bloating, sugar cravings, brain fog, fatigue, or skin issues, and is notoriously difficult to manage without significant dietary changes. Reducing refined starches is often one of the first steps in restoring balance. It's also worth noting that high-starch, low-fiber meals tend to move through the digestive tract too quickly or too slowly, depending on the individual. For some, this results in loose stools or urgency. For others, it causes constipation and stagnation. Both extremes reflect poor gut motility and microbial imbalance, again, outcomes that are often ignored or misattributed, but which are directly influenced by dietary choices. Without enough fiber to bulk up and regulate bowel movements, digestion becomes erratic, inefficient, and more prone to irritation. The consequences extend beyond the gut itself. When the microbiome is out of balance and gut inflammation rises, the effects ripple through the rest of the body. Immune function becomes dysregulated, contributing to allergies or autoimmune flares. Neurotransmitter production suffers, affecting mood and cognition. Systemic inflammation increases, further complicating weight management and metabolic health. All of this can stem from a seemingly benign reliance on starchy, low-fiber staples that have become the foundation of many people's daily eating patterns. Perhaps most troubling is how subtle and normalized these digestive problems have become. Bloating after meals, frequent indigestion, or inconsistent bowel movements are often seen as ordinary inconveniences rather than red flags. But these symptoms are signs that the gut is under stress, and that the bacteria we depend on for health are not being fed properly. With processed starches crowding out fibrous plant foods, the microbiome becomes less diverse and more volatile, setting the stage for long-term digestive decline. Improving gut health isn't just about adding probiotics or avoiding obvious irritants. It requires a fundamental shift in how carbohydrates are consumed. Reducing refined starches and emphasizing fiber-rich whole foods is critical for nurturing a diverse, stable microbial environment. Without this foundation, even the best digestive aids and supplements may offer only temporary relief. The gut needs consistent nourishment from complex, plant-based fibers, not a daily diet of low-residue starches that leave it overfed, undernourished, and inflamed.